Hello, family. What's going on? Okay, so I sent Slick and Religious. I sent the link to is, but I'll put the link in here. Only nobody else can chime in. This is for Slick and Religious. Um Here's the link, guys. But I sent the link to a couple of people. So I'm waiting around. Um, I sent the link to Don to give to LV, and I'm waiting for Iz. So Iz has the link as well. So shalom, family. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So we will proceed to start this debate. I'm going to let someone else be the moderator, but we do have the rules established of how this is going to be handled. I will be sitting back listening and making sure everybody follows the rules. And I'll be managing the chat as well. I'm gonna introduce you all to a new person that I have been working with. Hello, hello. I want to welcome Ramon. Ramon, say hello to the people.
Shalom, everybody. Shalom, sister. Appreciate you having me on, sis.
Oh, more than welcome, more than welcome. I met Ramon on Clubhouse. So and I know he's very good with handling debates. So I'm gonna pull him in and I'm gonna let him do far as the be the moderator for the debate itself. So all right, one of our people have shown up. What's going on, LV?
What's good with you, Sister E? How you doing? Can you hear me
Shalom, bro.
fine?
I can hear you just fine. This is gonna be interesting. We got Perizzo one. What's going on?
Shalom, shalom to the Lord of testimony, folks. What's good?
And for those who don't know who Perizzo is, that's Don Byrd, y'all. I'm just messing with you, Don. I think we're still waiting on the
Mhm.
Preceptikans.
What's good, Ramon? What's good, Pro Rizzo?
Hey, shalom, bro. Shalom, bro.
Oh, what happened to Perizzo? It sounds like his signal, something is dropped. So we still got LV. LV, tell us about yourself. First, let me introduce Ramon. Tell the people about yourself since you're new here, and then I'm gonna let LV introduce himself.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. Born and raised. Joined the military, served for 5 years. Got out, and in the process of me getting out, I kind of like had you know, situation where I realized I needed to turn my life around. I started seeking the Lord, and through going through the system of Christianity, just started to uncover a lot of different things that I didn't agree with. So, was led out of that system, and met some dope brothers here and there online. Where I met a lot of these guys.
All right. LV, tell the people about yourself until we get the Percepticons up here.
Of course, people know me as LV. My name is Lavelle. I'm from upstate New York. Simply put, man, I'm a father of three. I work for a living, and I'm walking amongst the Jews trying to learn the scripts, man, and get my bag right. So I appreciate these individuals that brought me into these formats that gives me the opportunity to learn this information and seek it out. And I mean, this is a good opportunity. Also, I have a YouTube channel called Clubhouse Streets, a term that everybody's familiar with on the Clubhouse side of things, but we cover a lot of entertainment on the YouTube side of things, especially things that are coming from Clubhouse. So we like to take it, put it on a higher platform, and see if the world, takes a liking to it. So y'all go ahead and check out Clubhouse Streets on YouTube.
Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I had to get some stuff taken care of. Ramon, let's switch roles. Can you watch the chat while I do the mod? And I'll explain to you in a
I
minute.
can do that. I can do that.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to give you, if you say something in the chat, I'll give you mod rights. So say something in the chat so I can know it's you, and then I'll give you mod rights. Hey, we getting ready to get started, y'all. 1 second. All right. The Preceptikans are coming in. All right. Let me know, Ramon, once you say something in the chat. And if anybody's disrespectful, start help some of my mom.
Oh yeah. I already said something in the chat. You don't see it?
Who are you? What's your name?
Jasmine Ramon.
I don't see you in the chat yet.
All right, let me try again. Hold on.
Oh, no. In the chat within the YouTube. Go to your YouTube page and say something in the chat as far as in the YouTube, like here. Y'all, we getting ready to get started, and we gonna get it cracking in just a second. Hold on.
All right, you see it?
Yep, I got you. I'm gonna give you my rights. So Ramon, you officially have a wrench. Anybody cut up in this chat? I need you to go ahead along with my rest of my mods. I got a couple of wrenches in here. Only part we're waiting for is once is come up, we got LV. We can go ahead and get started. Everybody who's in the chat, please share, like, and get everybody to subscribe. Make sure y'all share this link. Y'all know everybody's live right now. For some reason, everybody know we're live. Pastor Kelly's live. I'm live. Teo's live. A bunch of folks live. But right now, I want to get these numbers up. So I need everybody to share to the community. For those who are in Clubhouse, get some of the people from Clubhouse to come in so we can make sure and get a good set of numbers in here when we start doing this debate, because it's about to be good. Once we get is in the house, we're gonna go ahead and explain the rules of the house and how we're gonna do this. So Preceptikans is gonna be religious. Y'all know Lahab as Slick, and is on the night of, are we going Perizzo? Are you going by Night of the Light? Night of the Light will be LV and Perizzo. So it's about to go down. I got my wrenches in here. It's finna be good. I just need Is. Where is Is?
Sister E, Y'all coming too.
Oh, and Yah.
Hey, shalom to y'all.
What happened to Ramon? Ramon left. Okay. So okay, cool. So while we wait on them, we did the introductions. I want Preceptikans, religious, introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are.
Yo, Shabbat Shalom, Indy. I'm religious, one of the Preceptikans. I'm just here to show the brethren, you know what I'm saying, some love and provide some support and hopefully get some edification.
All right, all right. Lahab, Slick.
I want to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Most of y'all know me as Slick, Lahab now. I just hope that we have a nice, decent bill and a lot of information get to come out. Preceptikans in the building.
All right. All right. Perizzo, introduce yourself. I don't know if you introduced yourself to people yet. Perizzo kind of quiet.
Y'all know what it is. It's Pro Rizzo 1. What's good, family? What's up, Lahab? What's good, bro? Preceptikans in the building tonight, folks. Man, it's going to be a good debate. Y'all know who this is, man. Mr. Law in the testimony, if they speak not according to these, it's because there's no light in them. That's that Isaiah 8:20 for you. All right, folks. Y'all know what it is, man. It's going to be some smoke in the building. Get your notes out. It's going to be good. I hope
So,
I think this is going to be a real scholastic debate tonight.
yeah, I think it's going to
I'm
be.
really looking forward to that, man. I really am. Shout out to the chat fans out there.
And then
Um,
after we get done with the debate, we're gonna have an aftermath conversation, and it's gonna be good. But I will be the moderator for tonight, so I can't watch the chat, so I need all my mods in here making sure the rule for the chat is this. Y'all know how I have it in here: no cussing, no filthy words in the chat. Don't say nothing disrespectful because my mods will kick you out as soon as they see it. That goes the same for the people on the panel. I don't care how mad y'all get. Let's keep it
hold on.
clean.
It's going to be some furniture moving around here.
I need it to be
That's right.
PG-13. I
It's going
need
to be
it to
some
be
muddy shoes in here.
I need it to be PG-13. I need it to be PG-13, not rated R. So maybe a little hell can slip here, but the other stuff, no, we can't do it. We got to be very mindful. We don't know if the kiddies are watching.
So I guess I'm gonna ask like my brother did before, like is sucking nigga acceptable? Cause you might hear that.
Suck a nigga is acceptable, I think. Hopefully YouTube let that. Hopefully. Hold on. Now we waiting for is. If we can get is and Jeremiah, we ready to roll. We got the bell. Let me see. Here's my bell, y'all. Can y'all hear that?
Sounds good.
All right. So that means when that bell go off, that means everybody stop. So I'm gonna wait till everybody come in. Now, if I blow a horn, that means everybody out of control. So if you're not debating, I need everybody to chill. No arguing. After the fact, we can have a discussion, but right now, let's just keep it between LV and is. Period. Everybody good with that?
Sounds good, sir.
Nah, let's
Wait a
jump
minute.
somebody.
Wait a minute.
Can we
We
jump
got
somebody?
Wiggins up here. Wiggins up here. I just realized that. What you got to say, Wiggins? You done slipped
So,
in through the back door, my nigga.
Oh my God! Look at the raccoon found,
look at
y'all.
here, look at here.
Brother.
I'm waiting to see what's gonna go down, man. Listen, man, both of these teams are my brothers, and I love them very much. And I'm looking forward to hearing a great debate. I think they both gonna bring some good information and make us have to, really question, whether we know our stuff as it relates to the Sons of Yah. And so I'm just glad to be here, Sister E. Thank you so much. God bless you to all who are listening. I pray you all are doing well on this beautiful Shabbat. God bless you all.
Well. Wiggins, you gonna pray for us tonight?
And yes, I will, Dunbert. I want to see. I'm looking forward to seeing what you are. You going to be debating as well, Dunbert?
Yes, and I'm also gonna be bringing cups of tea and crackers and grape juice so we can all have, communion. Come on
Okay, then.
in, touch your navel, touch your navel. I heard the preacher saying that. Touch your navel. Is that what they be saying, Wiggins?
Yeah, man. Do you have your stuff ready, man? I mean, I'm trying to figure, do you have all your stuff ready? Because
Yes,
I'm
I
ready.
have the mayonnaise ready to spread across the sandwich bread. Shum-num-num.
Says done. Says Perizzo one. Perizzo
Everybody's
one.
waiting for me and you to debate, bro. When we gonna do this? Oh my God, when you gonna stop running?
Hold on, I just dropped the
When?
link. Zadok had in the hold on, y'all.
I got you good, nigga.
Me, hold on one second. Zadok, you know I dropped the link for you, my brother. You know you always welcome to come up here. Zadok is always welcome. So Zadok, so are we? Oh Lord, here we go with the noises.
I see Jeremiah in the building. Is there Jeremiah? Preceptikans in the building. In the building. And don't
Preceptikans in
nobody
the
running from
building.
Perizzo one. So what? Preceptikans.
Oh my
Holla back
God.
at your boy if you're in the building, G.
Here we go with that noise.
You know the Preceptikans in the building.
With that
All
noise.
praises to, hey, we say all praise to the Most High. First thing first, all praises to the Most High. What's going on up in this joint? See some real niggas. See some supreme sucker niggas. What's going on with you, Sister E?
Everything going good. Everybody with that noise, though. They said, "What's that sound effect number 38?"
Oh, you hear, sir? Yeah. Let me hit it
Oh,
for him one more time. We transforming minds in this joint, waiting on the homie Jeremiah to go ahead and step in this joint.
wait. Oh, yeah. I think the max is 10. So
See, they brought them
yeah,
an extra. I see an extra contender came along with they click Raymond.
we're gonna be nice up here today. This is gonna be is and LV. No insult.
Yeah, yes, Lord. Yeah.
Nah,
See,
this is
he be
nah.
acting
This
like
is
he
the
don't get smoke.
Preceptikans. This is the Preceptikans versus they click.
Okay, so it's gonna be this. The rule is this. This is gonna be straight between you and LV. And anybody else, it'll be in the aftermath conversation. We may have one after the live, but we're gonna leave it between you and LV. Rule
All
number
right.
one: no cussing. PG. We finna keep it PG-13. No cussing. Suck a nigga can slip in here and there. That's it. All right. Rule number two: no insults. You're not insulting each other. We're gonna allow LV and is
Hold on. Did we agree to no insulting with each other?
no
I, I,
insult.
I agree with no cussing,
No
but
insult. No,
I'm
no
gonna have
ad
to jab at that ignorance of my
no,
opponent.
no ad hominems. Like y'all know I say that wrong. Y'all know I'm country and a chitlin sandwich. So maybe we gonna be
We
nice.
we been we been a little too sensitive, sister. This is a fight now.
This a fight, but I don't want no cussing match though. We
No,
finna
I ain't
keep
go. I ain't got to cuss. I'm not a cusser.
okay, as long as we keep it clean. All right, so this is how we gonna do it. It's gonna be 4 5-minute rounds. Who will be first? Now I am assuming that LV possibly will be first because he's the one that initially called out the challenge.
Sucker nigga.
Hear me, y'all.
Hey, sister, let me do something real fast if you don't mind. If it's cool.
These niggas like, yeah.
Got to be Jeremiah.
Make my doctrine follow me. My vision follow me. TV can't hide me. Make my doctrine follow me. My vision follow me. So never stop and he did not coach her. He follow me. Early in the morning for my friends is on. They don't want lost and they ass at home. They all want peace but they can't get along. They all want bread but they can't get along. They want to teach them but the reach is on. We the real Jews but they want the clone. They won't believe us till we all back home. Say your mama don't believe, get her ass on the phone. They own clubhouse and they teach your lies. Don't want to give us truth, they despise. Preceptikans, when they see us, they call you right. Let's go down and ain't no surprise. All we want to know is what other lies. Tell all the people that you're supposed to stole and running from the death is a regular show. Somebody blew up the Georgia Guidestone. Got him everybody with the gas, my phone. What the rebuild and it got the downtown. What about the cinema? Pointing hard. Spending your money while you're on your job. Well, she tell you keep working hard. Celebrate the Jews because they're going home, but they don't even know they got the prophecy wrong. Trust me, how is my only advice because you going home with the Antichrist. Understand this, we near in the end. Read Jeremiah chapter 4 and 10. No longer false deception. Me and my brothers, we change the direction. And deception when placed for neglection. This time, you should call resurrection. Make my doctrine powerful. See my vision powerful. These heathens can't handle. Make my doctrine powerful. See my vision powerful. So never stop with me. Good night, culture is hard.
Great. Hold on. Somebody didn't hack my page. Y'all see this right here? That's not me. That ain't me.
That was me. That was me laughing.
Oh, how did my face come up?
Sis, you made me an administrator in here so I can host if you ever need me to, remember?
Oh, you was finna get blocked. I said, hold on, Saint.
You was just gonna block yourself. No, I was just laughing. These cats had a damn theme song ready. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, we
right.
from the south side of the kingdom. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I spit a little bit too. I can appreciate good music.
Okay, well, since I got my brother Zadok up here, Zadok, you want to mod?
I don't mind helping at all. If you need me to help in some kind of way, I just want to sit back and hear what these. I have
Okay,
my
well,
opinion.
I'll do it then. I'll do it. Y'all, this is my third time mod, so I need y'all to follow the rules. Y'all don't try to run over me, because I'm gonna get real ignorant and real ugly.
But sis, I can assist if I think they getting out of hand, just to help the brothers get back on, because it is for the audience more than it is even for them, right?
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, no problem. Salute to all the brothers who gonna get it in tonight.
Gotcha. So here's the rule: 4 5-minute rounds. Each person gets 5 minutes. After that 4-minute, 5-minute round, we're gonna do the cross-examination, which is 5 questions per person. You get 10 minutes. We're gonna get through that in 10 minutes, all of y'all in 10 minutes. And then we're gonna have a 10-minute crossfire, meaning open mic. And y'all can just go at it for about a good 10 minutes. Anytime y'all hear the bell go off, which is this. Hold on, I had my bell there for a second. Hold on, let me go back to my bell. When y'all hear this, that means stand down. You're done. So again, 5 minutes per person, 4 rounds. 10-minute, 5 questions per person, cross-examination, and 10 minutes per person for crossfire. Well, no, just 10 minutes overall for crossfire. Is that cool? Are y'all good with those rules? Do they make sense?
Yep, crossfire actually should be 10 minutes. So, it's a constant back and forth with questions and answers and responses. It's more of a free flow.
Crossfire need to be 20 minutes. I take I don't mind taking one less round off. I don't need 4 rounds to prove my case. But I definitely want a longer crossfire.
All right. Are you cool with that, LV?
No, I'm cool with the 10 minutes. 3 rounds, 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Question and answer, 10-minute round.
Hey, can I ask, is this debate between 2 individuals, or is it a few people who are gonna be talking?
It is now.
It's just
it's between LV. It's between LV and his Rob. But
it was between the Knights of Light and LV, and then the Preceptikans with a certain motion of LV's tongue they called out a y'all. He had a presentation for y'all. But if the master teacher is backing out and just me and LV, I don't have an issue with that at all. But it was supposed to be originally, that's what was set up on the phone. This is part 2 of y'all getting smoked earlier. Y'all get some of the same information from earlier.
Yeah, it's just made all that up. I mean,
yeah, he just made all that up.
What he does.
That's a joke, folks. Everybody, let's laugh, have a good time.
I mean,
this is part of the smoke.
No joke. These the dudes
hold on. That wasn't no joke. That wasn't no joke because let me say this. That wasn't no joke because in that clubhouse room, Don, you said if we lose, we can't call ourselves Preceptikans no more. Did you say that in that room?
We have the clip. We actually have a clip of the room, and no.
Did you say? So am I lying, Don?
We actually have the clips.
Hold on one second.
Just let you know we have the clips.
We're starting to go to that place now. Let's do this. Let's just remain between Iz and LV.
Man, I wanted to turn my boot sideways, man. What's going on in here, man? Right?
Okay, so
Me too, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Well, Don want to get down.
I'm here.
Hey,
I'm
real
here for
fast.
one reason and one reason only, and that's lay the smackdown on Pro Rizzo. That's why I'm here.
So,
Okay,
so
then.
Sister E,
Okay, then well, we can have 2 debates then. Cool.
or
Let
we
me
can just
change
do it like we
the
originally
setup.
planned it, Sister E. My
Nah,
bad.
it's gonna be one debate, and we finna smoke y'all. Understand this, man.
Hey, Sister
Okay, so
E, I would suggest if it is kind of a 2-on-2 thing, then I do think that what you said in the beginning makes sense because you're hearing so many different voices, and the audience is really these guys are all guests. We're all guests. Your audience is who you want to be edified by these two sides. I know Iz and Jeremy, y'all gonna bring the smoke, and so is LV and Perizzo. They're gonna do their best to bring the smoke. So if they're gonna all talk, then I do think you should do the 10-minute fire rounds between them because now you got 4 participants.
So okay, so that last it will be the 10-minute fire round at the end of it, correct?
Yeah, so that way LV and Iz can go at it for 10 minutes, and then Jeremy, y'all gonna be chopping at the bit the whole damn time. So then let him and Pro Rizzo go at it for 10 minutes, however many segments it is. If you keep them shorter numbers, then that allow all of them to get it off because they really debate one topic. It's just more than one person on it, 2 teams.
Okay,
right?
so let's do this.
Wait a minute, 1 second. The structure of the debate is not set up to handle 4 people debating. It's not. We didn't set it up that way, and that's not how we went into it. I mean, we can do that sometime, but this debate is not structured. It's not. Well, I'm just telling you, it's not structured for that because what that would mean is I would need an equal amount of time as everybody else, and that would drag this out to 4 or 5 hours. We couldn't do that. We're not structured for that.
I don't
enough information for that.
Yeah, but LV needs that time, and I need an equal amount of time for what we're gonna bring out. Again, this is not structured for that. It's not. We didn't structure it that way before.
Let me just say this because I've been saying this.
Let me say this real quick, man. I'm gonna give it right to you, LV. No disrespect, much love to you, brother. Is gonna take the lead on this thing, right? Like I don't need an equal amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just diving off into this information, right? And posing logical evaluations of the information that's going to be presented. So it's not for me. I don't need no equal amount of time from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to assist with this information.
Hey, Jeremy, if that's the case, so does that mean within whatever time frame is given, if you want to edify a point he's making, he'll let you come in, but it's within his time frame, and vice versa for them guys?
Yes, sir.
I think that's
a great plan.
I don't think it's great.
Okay.
Let me say this. I've already told these individuals that today I'm busy. I'm supposed to be with my family. We've agreed to a certain set of rules, terms, and how things are gonna go. Certain individuals left before we can get the clarity, and we had to iron this out. He say, she say, and as I suspected, as we continue to talk, it's developing more terms that I like. Come on now, we want to do it.
I couldn't hear what he said. He went out, y'all.
Hey, LV, could you explain what you understood the terms to be? Because of course I wouldn't know. I'm just going off what I'm hearing, bro.
Yeah, me versus is the Sons of God.
If you want me to back out,
why would you back out of something that you're not in?
Okay.
So hold on. Let me say one thing, Sister Ian. I'm gonna shut up and pass it to you. Just for the record, and with the witness of 4 or 5 people, this brother said I had a presentation on Nephilims or the fallen angels for y'all. I'm only one person. Now I'm cool with doing this by myself. I got the information in the books out in front of me. It's no big deal. But y'all is more than one person. And when this was discussed earlier, this was about the Preceptikans as well, as we hold the same view, and it's more information to it. But it's no LV. I didn't interrupt you, bro. I didn't interrupt you, bro. So it's no big deal. We can get to this information. LV, you up first. I'm on mic mute.
All right, so to be just LV and Is, we're gonna do the 5 minutes, 4 rounds, 5 minute.
I mean, it was like I said, I really wanted longer on the what's the name, because I didn't agree to 10 minutes. Okay. Let me just say this real fast, sis. I didn't agree to 10 minutes. Hold on 1 second. We didn't set up the rules to this. So this 10-minute thing is new to me. That's why I said if it's just people making up rules, I prefer to have a longer question and answer round and quick fire round. That's my input because I didn't have no input on the setup of the
So
rules.
let's
That's
All
why
do
I'm
this could
this.
saying
be
let's have it.
alleviated if you would have been
Hold
on the
on,
phone when
hold
we
on,
were setting
LV,
it up. Like, come
Or
on,
you can
man. I
just
got shit.
sit
hold
back and
on,
quit crying, quit
hold
being
on,
nervous.
everybody. I'm gonna put everybody in the back room real quick. So we gotta meet everybody. We can't just have one side pick it and then the other side has to go with it. So let's do this to make it easier for everybody. We'll do 2 of the 5 minute rounds, 2 of those. And then we'll do 5 minutes. I'm gonna add an extra 5 minutes for the cross examination and extra 5 minutes for the open crossfire. How is that? So
That's
it'll be
cool with me.
15 minutes, 15 minutes cross examination, and then 15 minutes crossfire, and then 2 rounds of the 5 minutes.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, that's what I'm
Crossfire
doing, but
and
I'm giving
examination. Is that two different
that's 2
rounds?
different things. That's 2 different rounds. Cross examination is 5 questions. You have 5 questions, LV. Is have 5 questions to answer, and then crossfire is just open mic, and y'all just go at each other pretty much respectfully.
All right, man. Come on.
All right, let's get started. So, all right, is you ready, LV? You ready?
Is it me or did Sister E go out on y'all end?
It's probably you because I haven't heard anybody
All
say
right,
that.
all right, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'll go ahead.
she good. Is she good? I
All
heard
right,
her
this is my
clearly.
mic. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I can hear the information.
All right, so the debate is this: who are the sons of Yah based on Genesis 5, Genesis 6? I'm not going to explain each person's premise on who believes what. I'm gonna let you all explain it. So let me start the timer, and is LV is going to go first. Let me get my clock, and we can get started. Are you ready, LV?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm getting ready to start the clock now, and go.
Okay, I start by reading Genesis 6 and 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children unto them, and the same being mighty men, which of renown, which were of old, men of renown. I see a lot of ambiguity being used and red herrings being created in regards to this term, sons of God. What is that actually meaning? What is that alluding to? So, in order to alleviate this concern, Sister E, can you share my screen? Um, 1 second.
I'll pause for a minute so you can get your screen together. I will give you
Thank
a
you. Thank
chance if you
you.
don't have your screen. So I would advise everybody to get their screenshots ready. All right.
My screen is up.
Okay, I'm starting the clock now. Let's go.
All right, thank you very much. Now, there seems to be some confusion in regards to sons of God. I think we all can agree, just in regards to the term son, that this obviously could be referencing a bloodline lineage, being the offspring of, and this source will actually attest to that this is an understanding. However, what people are not aware of is its vast understanding as it relates to the text. And I'm going to go into it to actually pull this out to show you guys what's actually happening in regards to the term sons of God. This expression occurs, and even with some frequency, in the plural before it is found in the singular. That is, in order of God's revelation, it is used in a sense applicable to a certain class or classes of God's creatures prior to it being employed as a distinctive application of one to whom belongs to the sense of altogether particulars. I'm going to scroll down to the first reading, sons of God. Viewed
Hey,
generally,
1 second. I'm pausing for a minute. Can you zoom in a little
I,
bit?
I don't know how to zoom in, to be honest with you.
Okay, continue on.
Try
I'm
hitting
going
Control Plus.
to.
Or there's a quicker way to do it. If you're on the Google, you can go to your view to the upper right hand corner of your screen, and you can change the percentage from 100% to 200%, or about
And I
150%,
and I paused
and
your
blow your
time.
screen up.
And I paused it. You got 3 minutes. So I paused it though for you to zoom in.
Okay, I found it. So
And
let's
since
see.
you're new, I'll make sure you have enough time to get your thoughts together and you tell me when you're ready to go back in.
Okay, yeah, I'll go back in right now. Sons of God view generally, we first meet with the designation in a passage which is far from early times been differently understood. It is at Genesis 6 and 14, where in reference to the growing corruption of the antediluvian, this is pre-flood times, it is said the sons of God, Benin Elohim, saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and that they took unto them wives of all those they chose. All right. I think we all understand um, that to be the narrative. We all get this. And again, were giants in the earth. Literally, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also after that. When the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bear children unto them. These were mighty men, the heroes who were of old, men of renown. The sons of God in these verses may say many of these Jewish interpreters were persons of quality, princes and nobles, and the daughters of men they married were females of low birth, as if the climax of disorder and corruption in the Bible since were marrying below one's rank. Okay, so this is not something that is out of the means of understanding in regards to a son. But I have more sources to bring that up. I'm not going to go into everything just because of the sake of time. I'm going to pull up my next source right now just to parallel with this. Matter of fact, before I do that, Sister E, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a couple different times where the sons of God is actually being rendered. We're going to go into the context of these. So y'all guys get your notes out. First, I would like to bring out 1 John 3 and 1. And it reads, Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore, the world knew us not, because it knew him not. It's showing clearly right here in regards to a son. Someone being called the son of God is in regards to a relationship of knowing an individual, knowing what something is, being in tune with it. And my sources is going to verify that. But let's just go to some more scriptures that actually agree with this concept.
We're hitting the 1 minute mark. Keep going. You got
Yes,
one more
ma'am.
minute.
All right. Also, I'll bring out, just because we're short for time, I'll bring out Romans 8 and 14. 8 and 14 reads, So as many are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. I've given two scriptures back to back, being parallel with sources that is telling you the qualifications of being a son of God. It's all having to do with a ranking system. We have heaven being the ruling class and earth being the subordinates. And you have individuals who represent the order that is coming from heaven. These individuals who are aligning themselves with this order, with this instructions, are the sons of God. And I'll land there.
All right, you hit 15. You had 15 more seconds. You're good. All right, we can start the clock over. All right, are you ready? Where is?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let me hit my bell because I want to. I just
All
want to.
right, hold on.
All right,
Yeah,
so tell me when
sister,
you're ready
if
so
you
I can
can,
get
yeah, if you want to pull the verses up, you can. And obviously, I'm gonna start off at Genesis 6 and 1 through 4, and we're gonna reason from there, and we'll move into other sources as time allows. Okay.
So
Uh,
let me get to the verses. So do you want me to go straight to
let's
who
go to
letter?
Genesis 6 and 1.
Genesis 6.
We'll start right there.
Okay. So let me hold
Uh,
on 1 second before we get started. Let me go ahead and
all right.
hit the start of that
Uh-huh.
timer. Let me share my screen and then we can get started. All right, and
All right.
start.
All right, I'm gonna start off. Actually, hold that. I'm gonna start off with finishing reading some of his source, Son of God from the McClinic Strongs. I'll start right around the area that he finished. And we're gonna keep reading. It says, such a view carries the improbability in its very front and is without any supporting general usage of the terms. In the apocryphal book of Enoch, so McClinic and Strong's is familiar with the book of Enoch, then by many of the fathers in later times, not a few Catholic and Lutheran theologians, one second, Salaki, not a few Catholic and Lutheran theologians, including among the last, Steinhoff and Kirsten Dice, the sons of God is a name for the angels, of course, fallen angels, who they think form the proper last contrast to the daughters of men. This is also on that same website he just came from. Why he ain't continue reading on down, where it said the sons of God can be referred to as angels instead of taking the two verses out of their proper context. That's just dishonest. Let's look at a few more passages. Now let's get to Genesis 6 and 1 if you have that pulled up. That was from the source that he originally just pulled up, his very first source. Genesis 6 and 1, and it reads, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, daughters were born unto them. Now, by the way, guys, it said men. That means men and women already having sex, and there's a plethora of them all over the face of the earth. We're going to have an introduction into something that's different. Watch this. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took wives of all them which they chose. So now these sons of God, now listen, if men were already having babies, why to introduce of sons of God getting wives when men are already having babies and wives all over the place? That don't make no sense. All of which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is flesh. His days shall be 120 years old. Listen, there were giants in the earth in those days. Now the unlearned are going to tell you that these were the sons of Seth, and we just killed that. So to go on with that is ridiculous, but they will. So I got more information for them. There were giants in the earth in those days. Listen, Seth was a righteous lineage. We're righteous by our faith in Christ. They were humans. We're humans. What they're telling us is that these righteous men who had faith in the Most High had sex with some wicked ladies, and that produced giants. How many people out here had a wicked partner and didn't produce a giant in your offspring? That don't make no sense. Let's keep going. There were giants in the earth in those days, semicolon, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children unto them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. These were famous men, you guys. Y'all hear me? Famous. But not just famous. They're going to say they were tyrants, and that means tyrants, and that's why they were so famous. No, their size. These are giants, actual giants, okay? We're going to keep on reading, and we're going to look over here, and we're going to go into this second Enoch, because that's what his source talked about. I mean, this first Enoch, that's what his source talked about. So let's look at a really close look at what Moses and them believed in this context of first Enoch, okay? Now, mind you, his source mentioned the McClinic and Strong's mentioned the book of Enoch, so he shouldn't have an issue with it. In those days, when the children of man multiplied, it happened that there were born unto them handsome and beautiful daughters, and the
One.
angels, okay, angels, the children of heaven, saw them and desired them, and they said one to another, come, let us choose wives for ourselves among the daughters of man, and beget us children. And Simeas, being their leader, said unto them, I fear that perhaps you will not consent to this deed should be done. I alone will become responsible for this great sin. But they all responded, let us swear an oath and bind everyone among us a curse, and not abandon this suggestion, but to do the deed. Now, his source said, reference the apocryphal book of Enoch. I went to it. Instead of sons of God, it said angels. So now we need to deal with the angels. There's no doubt there's times that the humans are called the sons of God. Let's look at Wisdom of Solomon. Now get ready and land. Wisdom of Solomon 18:13, for whereas they would not believe anything by the reason of enchantments, Upon the destruction of the firstborn, they acknowledge this people, not angels, to be the sons of God, right? On this context, that's important. We, the children of Israel, are the sons of God. In a different context in Job, which we'll bring out later, and this source said, we're going to show that those were angels.
All right, round one is done. Let's start with round two. LV, I will start the clock. 5 minutes. And then after
Yeah,
this, we'll cross-examine. Let me get started. Let me hit the clock. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready right now.
Okay, now.
So basically, is trying to say that I'm suppressing information. He tells the room where I'm coming from in regards to my definition of giants. But when he gives his definition of giants, he uses scriptures that say men of renown, things of this nature. I don't think that is lining up. Also, he's bringing the works of Enoch. Just because my source is mentioning a book and where someone is deriving an idea from does not mean that they view it as actually valid. Let's go back to that source to see if it actually agrees with Is was just saying. I don't think it does. I think he's pulling that out the side of his neck. Or maybe he hasn't taken the time to read in its entirety. Let me go back to it, please. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll go underneath the heading of A. Can you see the Sister E? Same source that I brought out before. Can I be heard?
Yes, you can be heard. I paused you for a minute. Probably you need to go to if you're using your laptop, go up to your file or your view settings and see if you can hit zoom in.
All right, I just zoomed in again.
Go zoom
I
in a
go
little bit
under.
more. Go up to the view. Go up to your Chrome bar. Are you using
I'm
Chrome?
there. Yeah,
Okay, so view, and do you see zoom in? When you click view, you should see zoom in or zoom out.
I'm zoomed in. I just did it 3 times.
Can y'all see if I zoom in just a little bit more? See if you can zoom in a little bit more.
All right, it's getting a little big for me now, but okay. I
Okay.
zoomed in
All right.
again.
All right, so you're good now. So I'll hit the timer again.
Okay, as I continue to read the source, the procedure ascribed to the sons of God, choosing beautiful women for wives and marrying them, cannot with the greatest incredulity be associated with angelic natures. Something that he just obviously said that the source is saying something else. It is not saying that, among which there is neither marrying or given in marriage. This is literally saying that it cannot, it can with the greatest incredulity be associated with angelic natures. Is when I go to the book of Enoch that you actually reference, I read into it, and just off a surface reading, I take issue into what this is actually saying. And I go to it, it says the book of Enoch. And all the others with them took unto them wives, and each chose for him one, and they began to go unto them and to defile themselves with them. And they taught them charm and enchantments in the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. Wait a second. Adam is from the garden. He has dominion. He is the Radah. He is teaching what he knows to his children. And Enoch is saying that the Nephilim are actually teaching these guys to be acquainted with plants and the cutting of roots, as if they actually wouldn't have had this information already. And the book that you're referencing is saying that these individuals should have been at least 470 feet tall. That is astounding. And I disagree with what you're saying emphatically. All right. This source that you're talking about does not say exactly what it is you're saying. I think that you have cherry picked it. I'll actually go to another source just to show you that I'm not cherry picking. I'm actually bringing up scholarly sources that show you where these ideas are deriving from. And I don't have a lot of time. I have to be fast, y'all. I'm so sorry. I go to the Jewish Encyclopedia, okay? Just to let you know, even more to my point that we go to the second heading right here. I'm so sorry. I have to kind of go through this very, very fast. It's going into regards of the sons of God. This is by from Jewish scholars. Okay, it says that the sons of God and the children of God are applied also to Israel as a people and to all the members of the human race. Yet the term by no means necessary carries the idea of physical descent and essential unity with God the Father. Son of God is speaking of a unity, being in the same house as God, identifying and following his rules. This is what turns you into the Son of God. And when we go into the actual biblical verses, I'll read another one real quick. I'm so sorry. A lot of things to pull out here. I go to Genesis 4:25, KJV. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called his name Seth. For God said, have appointed me another seed instead of Abel. Abel was accounted for righteousness because he had followed the instructions of God. He was slew, and now we have Seth in the stead of Abel. Let me go to my Wikipedia article in regards to Seth. I'm sorry,
1
it's a
minute
lot.
left.
Okay,
1
I'm
minute.
trying to move as fast as possible. Got you. Just hold my time until I'll pull up my source, please.
Will do.
Thank you. All right, we have my Wikipedia article right here. Much more information than this, by the way. At first, it reads Seth in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Deism, and Sephimism was the third son of Adam and Eve, and the brother of Cain and Abel, their only child mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. According to Genesis 4:25, Seth was born after Abel's murder by Cain, and Eve believed that God had appointed him as a replacement for Abel. So if he is a replacement for Abel, he is coming in the stead of Seth is coming in the stead of Abel. And Abel followed the instructions of God. I'm going somewhere with this point. Also, we have Josephus saying that he refers to Seth as virtuous and excellent in character. Also goes into the wisdom that he brought to the earth in regards to astronomy and things of that nature. You guys can go check that out on your own. Limited time. I stand down.
I was just about to hit that bell. So come on. So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, at any time, I want to make this known. Anytime y'all need to pull sources, I will pause it for a minute to give you your time.
Well,
I was doing that anyway. So
I'm because like he said earlier, he had this presentation prepared a while back. If I don't know if you know how to go online to the Josephus, on Josephus online, and I'm gonna read chapter 3. Since he talked about Josephus, I'm gonna read a couple more sources as well. Because just because scholars say something, I'll wait till my time start. I don't want to start and ambush the time. Just let me know when you're ready if you can get that Josephus up, sis.
Okay.
Now I can just read it. It's no big deal. This is a very familiar information to the learned. This is not unfamiliar. It's only goofy to the deniers.
If you need to pull your sources, go ahead. I'm pausing every single time y'all need.
No, it's. I mean, it's up to you, sis. If you want to pull Josephus, you can. You can Google it. Josephus online. I'm going to chapter 3, section 1. If you want to. That way, for the audience's purpose, I have it highlighted in my book. So that right there is up to you. That's your choice, sis.
Just go ahead because I don't have the time. I know.
All right. And I don't want to belabor. That's fine, sis.
Okay, well, come on. You ready?
All right, yes, I am. Let me make sure I don't get kicked out. Dang.
If you can give me the link.
No, hold on. I'll make sure I don't get kicked out. I'm trying to make sure I don't get kicked off of this joint as I'm.
Hold on? It just did something. Never mind.
Am I still in here?
Yeah, you still in. I accidentally hit Zadok's screen and it made his.
All right. Cool. Let me get back to the what's the name screen as well. Okay, I'm here. All right. Whenever you're ready, Sister E, you can start my time.
All right, I'm getting ready. Okay, so go now.
Okay. Okay, and just because one scholar say something, Clinic and Strong, remember that guy right there, he probably wrote that book probably late this century or 1800s or something like that. That information is not that old that he's using. Let's look at a previous view on somebody more closer to the history or actual historian Josephus and see what he says. He mentioned Josephus. Let's read it. This is one. Now, this is the posterity of Seth, continue to esteem God as the Lord of the universe and have an entire regard to virtue for 7 generations, but in process of time they were perverted and forsook the practices of their fathers. See that? That's why I showed y'all how the sons of God can be men and angels, so that we don't get the two confused, and that's where a lot of the confusion comes from. The brothers can't differentiate between the two. Practice of their fathers, neither did pay honors to God, which were appointed to them, nor had they any to concern to do justice towards men, but for what degree of zeal they had formerly shown for virtue, they now show for their actions a double degree of wickedness, whereby they made God to be their enemy. For many angels of God accompany with women. Did you hear that? This is Josephus. He was there. He was around in history. He was there in the country with the people who had the actual history. He went there with the angels when this happened, but he's there closer to the history than we'll ever be. Let me read that again slowly. Whereby they made God to be their enemy, for many angels of God accompanied with women and begat sons to prove the unjust despisers of all that was good on account of their confidence they had of their own in their own strength. For their tradition is these men did what resembled these angels acts, or the men who came out of them, that these men did what resembled the acts of those whom the Grecians call giants. Listen to the note down here. This notion that the fallen angels were in some sense of the fathers of the old giants was a constant opinion of antiquity. So what happened to the thoughts from antiquity? We just read it's the actual thought of the ancient Hebrews. We don't care about what these Gentiles saying nowadays. They'll switch anything up and change the Bible. Now let's go and read this real fast. This is off the Blue Letter website, right? And this right here is an article by Don Stewart, actually. So let's read what he says in his collection of stuff that made Blue Letter. It says, make sure we get to the right one. It says the present section of Genesis has been a subject of debate for centuries. Most scholars consider it one of the most difficult passages to interpret in the Pentateuch, and the center of discussion is the identity of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Most of the early church fathers interpreted the sons of God to be angels. See that? Probably because of certain manuscripts of the Septuagint, but this view was met with resistance from rabbinical circles, for their position was more commonly that the sons of God were human judges. In fact, that's why I killed the first round, where a curse pronounced. Listen, in fact, there was a curse pronounced on anyone taking an angel view. You hear that? They actually took their time to say, we're going to put a curse on anybody teaching this, because they're changing it as history goes forward. But what we can see from antiquity is that's exactly what they were doing. We're going to look over at another extra biblical text. Matter of fact, we're going to also look at one from right here, right out of the Bible. We're going to look at Jude 1:14. Listen to what he says. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints. If the apostles was talking about it, screw what he talking about, okay? That's just like that. I take the Bible over him any day. I know I don't got much time, but I'm going to try to read this Jubilees chapter 7. It says, for on account of these three, the flood came upon the earth, for it was because of the fornication of the watchers, apart from the mandate of the authority, fornicated with the daughters of men, and took for themselves wives of all whom they choose, and made a beginning of impurity, and they begot sons, the Naphaim, and all them were dissimilar, and each one ate his fellow. The giants killed the Nephil killed the Elio mankind, and man his neighbor. You see that? That's what was happening before the flood. Go ahead.
1 minute mark. Come on.
Okay, that's what was going on before the flood, man. That's what was going on the entire time. I'm going to read one more quick source, and I'm going back to these scriptures so we can see. Now, these sources are from this ancient world. Let me, Sirach 39 say, don't despise, I love the wisdom of the ancients. This is Legend of the Jews, page 66. It says, when the angels came to earth and beheld the daughters of men in all their grace and beauty, they could not restrain their passion. When Shemhazai saw a maiden named Ishtar, and he lost his heart to her, she promised to surrender herself to him first if he taught her the ineffable names by which he raised himself to heaven. You see that? So all through antiquity, what we see, which in the ancient Hebrews, what they thought, not this new modern stuff, what they thought is that angels actually had sex with women. And that's what the information supports. Anything else is like somebody who's saying, I don't believe in demons type of view. That's just ridiculous when the Bible is full of people being possessed, which we're going to go over as well in a second. So we're going to have to explain where these demons came from. We're going to have to explain why the word titans is mentioned in the Bible. And we're also going to cover in the next round when these questions get kicked off, what sin did the angels actually commit in Peter?
All
Go ahead and
right.
start my
So,
time. It is go ahead and start my time. It is brings up a
okay.
point that you can't believe
So,
everything
so
that somebody is writing. What he doesn't say is that Josephus, I mean not Josephus, that the
one
book of
second
Enoch.
before we get started. So, are y'all want to do one more 5 minute?
Nah, I got to get back to
We
the
can go.
children in a little. I mean,
He
this
got. He
is
got. Yeah, no,
already
we ain't got
more.
to do another 5 minutes. He got to run. He got to run.
Okay, so let's do the it's time for the cross examination. So 15 minutes for cross examination, 5 questions. I'm gonna suggest it's 15 minutes overall. So
So
I'm
we
gonna go
only
ahead.
do 2 rounds, 5 minutes, just so I'm clear.
We can do 2 rounds, two
All right,
rounds of
go ahead, go ahead,
back
go
and
ahead.
forth. So
2 rounds of how long, Sister E again?
cross examinations.
Of how for how long? 15 minutes apiece, right? He get 15 minutes to question
Uh,
me. I
that's
get
like
15 minutes to question him.
uh that's gonna be like 30 minutes if we did that. So what
We
about
can
if we
do.
did
We can
7 minutes?
20 minutes instead.
20 minutes total crossing examination. So I'm trying to figure out how we do 7 minutes first round for cross examination, 10 minutes for first round for the cross
He
examination,
can
and 10
get
minutes.
15 minutes because he gonna have. I want to get all his questions answered, Sister E.
Okay, so let's do the first round cross examination, 15 minutes. How's it? Let's get started. So are y'all good with that? 15 minutes. LV asked 5 questions.
I'm ready for questions.
All right,
Okay,
let's
yeah, give me 1 second, cause all right, I didn't know it'd be the question and answer round right now. I thought it was 3 rounds, then the 10 minutes. Okay, so
no, we cut it to you remember 2 rounds, 5 minutes. You remember, and we ended up putting 5 minutes on the cross exam, and then we did added another 5 minutes for the crossfire. So,
okay,
all
all
righty.
right,
So, y'all ready?
all right. Yeah, I would like to ask. Yeah, I would like to ask Iz a question.
Okay, I'm gonna start the clock now. All right, clock started.
Hey, Iz, in the book of Enoch, does and this is to go into what he just said. You can't always believe what a source is actually bringing up, and I think that's that's right. Okay, okay. Does your book, the book of Enoch, also state that all sin comes from Azazel?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It said no. It doesn't say all sin comes from him. Let's actually read it. What verse and chapter are you actually referring to?
Or Enoch chapter 10, verse 8. And the
Uh huh.
earth and the whole earth has been corrupted through the works taught by Azazel. To him
Hmm.
ascribed all sin.
So I want everybody to hear what he just asked me and what he just read. He just now read. He said, "Is he the cause of all sin?" No, it says, "Ascribe to him all sin." Put the punishment on him. Now, in this answer, uh, I want to give to the brother. I don't know if he familiar with this, but let's look up a word. If you go to Leviticus 16 and 8, right, there's a word right there in the Bible. It says, and Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, one for the Lord and the other one for the scapegoat, and the other for the scapegoat. Let's look this word scapegoat up in Genesis 16 and 8 and see what it says. Because you can't trust every source. Like he said, ascribe to Azazel all sin. That word scapegoat right there is H5799, and that right there is Azazel. Azazel. That's the same name that they're using over here in the book of Enoch. So now we know where they get the word Azazel come from. It comes from the book of Enoch, which says that he was one of the ones who helped have sex with the angels. So now it's right in our Bible using the Hebrew. All you got to do is look it up, Leviticus 16:8, and look up the word. It's H5798 Azazel. It says, ascribe to him all sin, not that he is the cause of all sin.
Okay, LV.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. I want to read something real quick. Romans 5:12, King James Version. Therefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. I don't understand how you can sit here and agree with that actual source when Romans is disagreeing with you. But I want you to I
Do I
want you
get
to
to
I
respond?
want you to
Do I get to
reconcile
respond?
with me
Or
bringing
yeah.
out. I got you with me bringing that out. I would like for you to reconcile Romans 5:12.
Oh, well, if you're really paying attention and you have an ear for biblical studies, right? Then you would have heard it plain as day when I read it. It just said, and he read it out of his own mouth, ascribe to him all sin, make him responsible. It didn't say that he was actually the cause of the beginning of all sin, as we can read in the Bible. Listen to what it says. Wherefore as by one man sin entered the world, and death by sin, so death passed upon all men that have sinned, for that all have sinned, for unto the law, sin was in the world, but it was not imputed where there is no law. Verse 14, nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression. That's the source of all sin. Adam sinned and brought death into the world. That's who it goes to. Eve sinned, then Adam sinned. That's what it just said. Not Azazel, who I just proved was in the book of Enoch. And when you look in the Hebrew in the Bible, I proved also that that word was over here tying the book of Enoch and the Bible were in perfect harmony. That's how you reconcile that right there. The who had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who is the figure of him that was to come. Case reconciled. Next question.
All right, LV, your next question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Luke 20:34. And Jesus answering said unto them, the children of this would marry and are given in marriage. Can you explain this text to me, please?
Could you repeat it, please? Luke what?
Luke 20:34.
Let me get there. Pause this time while I get there, please. Luke 20 and 34. Is that what you called out?
20 and
Okay.
34.
Right. All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna reread it, and you can start this time immediately after I reread it, so that he don't get cheated out of nothing. Luke 20 and 34. It says, and Jesus answering said, the children of this world marry and give in marriage. I agree with that. That's what the verse is. What's your point? I don't know but where's the point of contention in Luke 20 and 34?
LV.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Luke 20:34. And Jesus answering said unto them, the children of this world marry and are given in marriage. So Enoch says that angels got married.
It says the Bible says the angels took themselves wives. What is a wife, bro?
It's a partner help me.
Right. Is that marriage? Oh,
Yes, but we
Salaki, you
have
know what? It ain't
contention
my turn to
on.
ask questions. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
my
yeah,
turn to
yeah.
ask questions. My bad. Yeah. So 20 and 34. Did you want to go down and keep reading or something?
No, remember my contention is that these are not angels in regards to the sons of God right here. So I
Uh,
get you saying that those are angels. I see what you're
right.
saying.
So in 34, it just says the children of this world marry and are given in marriage. I don't understand the question. Yes, people in this world do marry and give in marriage. The question is why the angels start doing it. Good angels wouldn't do this. Only disobedient, wicked angels would commit an act like this. Good angels don't sin against God. Wicked angels do. But I'm listening. I don't understand your question right now. But I'm a year right there so he can get his time in. Next question.
But in Genesis 6, it doesn't use angel. I don't understand that.
I know you don't. I'm gonna help you.
All right, what is the term for sons in Genesis 6?
Let's see. Genesis chapter 6. You said, what is the term for sons? I'm gonna do a little easy one over here on this eastward. Uh, the sons is Bane, Ben, the same thing as any type of son. It can be a son of a young bullock, corn. It could be mighty, a servant born, a soldier, anything that's an offspring, pretty much the son of. That's what it's saying. Like it said, child, young, a colt, which is an animal. So the son or offspring, that's what it's saying. But that's what son means. It's H1121, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, it is. All right, thank you.
You want to get your next question in?
You got 7. You
It,
got 8 minutes actually, so you can get
I
your.
thought it was I thought it was 5 questions.
Okay. Do you have any
You
more
can
questions?
you can keep going, bro. That way we don't got to go through it and we keep going. I'm ready.
You have some
I'm
more.
ready.
No, no, I don't.
All right. So I'll stop here. All right. Is
All righty.
all right. Let me start the timer
Hold
over.
on, hold on. Let me get ready.
15 minutes.
Let's go to Second Peter 2 and 4, right where we left off earlier. This is Second Peter 2 and 4. It says, "For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment." Hey, what did these angels do, LV, per the Bible or extra biblical sources, in order for God to be mad at them? And what sin did they commit?
I'm sorry, bro. Where am I going to?
Pause my time, please. This is Second Peter 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
You mind pulling that up, Sister E, so they can follow along?
Second Peter. Hold on. Second Peter. Max, put it down. Hold on 1 second. I was having computer issues. So you said Second Peter what? I'm able to get it.
Second Peter 2 and 4. The time pause, Sister E?
Yes, pause. This pause. I paused it.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Uh, Second Peter. All right. I will share and then
Yeah.
and we can proceed. Second Peter. All right, I'm gonna hit that timer and we can get started. It's up now. Go is.
Okay, can you read that verse? I'm gonna before you start the time, I already read it once. I read it once. He asked for it, so I gotta reread it. I read it
Yep.
during the time. It said I'm gonna
Read.
reread it, then start the time, please. This is Second Peter 2 and 4, LV. If God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. What sin did these angels commit in the Bible or outside of the Bible?
I'm gonna keep that time going too, is because that is a part of your questions.
Yeah, and can he take me to a specific verse with the angels doing this? Like I'm not, I don't know what angels he's speaking of.
Hold on. Is my time paused real fast, please? Sister E, I'm sorry, I'm trying to follow it. I don't want to waste time. Just kind of be real careful with that, brother. Time. Uh, I don't know what's going on right now, Sister E. Are you saying that you're going to keep the time
No,
going?
I'm keeping the time. I paused because me and you were going back and forth, but this is part of question and answer. You
Right,
guys,
right, 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 right. I was just saying until we got there with the scripture with your screen and him getting the scripture
your
and
time.
reading it, because
Yep.
he's asking me to repeat my question, and if I got to repeat it, that's going to take time. I already used. That's why I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
pause it. But
More so rephrase it because I'm trying to see.
yeah, again, you ready, sister? You can start the
I'm
time.
ready.
I
The
don't
time
want
is
to waste it. Right. I know I didn't. I hope I didn't lose like 2-3 minutes on that.
you.
It
You
said,
got
"For if God."
minutes, so go ahead, get
Okay,
started.
okay, thank you. For if God spared not the angels that sinned in Peter 2:4, 2 Peter 2:4, what sin did the angels commit, LV?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
All righty. Let's go back to Jude. Matter of fact, I tell you what, let's find out. Let's go back to Genesis. I asked you a question earlier during the things. Jude says the angels lusted in their fornication for each other. That's the sin that they committed. I'm happy you ain't know. That's all good. That's probably why we in this situation. Genesis 6. It says, and it came to pass that when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters that were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives, all of which they chose. ALV in Genesis 6 and 1, men and women are already multiplying, obviously having sex with each other. Why all of a sudden does the Son of God make it different and they take wives which they chose and then giants were born? What was the difference in the sex between people on the earth then and the sons of God in verse 2? What's the difference that it would produce giants?
Please rephrase that. Say it again. What?
Sister E, can you pause my time while I rephrase the question for him? I don't want to waste my time. Okay, in Genesis 6:1, it says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. I said the men were already multiplying, so you need men and women for that. Verse 2, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Verse 4, when we jump down, it says, there were giants in the earth in those days. Why did all of a sudden giants start being produced after Genesis 1 2 or 6 and 2, but not in Genesis 1 1 when men and women were already having sex? Please start the time.
Yeah, so when I go there, Genesis 1, it came to pass, you read it, I'll read it. It came to pass, and when the men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born into them, clearly it's distinguishing these men. We got that. Two, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and took them wives of all which they chose. We're clear on that. This is speaking of men. And Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that thou also in flesh, yet this day shall be 120 years. There were giants in those days. It's using the word giants here clearly in each of those, in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men and they bare children unto them, they the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Once again, these individuals are a progeny of individuals who are not following the laws, the customs. So they're accounted as a different people, as my actual sources brought out. This verse, when it first brings that part out, it's not using the word angel. It's using this word giant here, simply referring to, those great men of renown. It's using men of renown, men were
Mm-hmm.
which were
Mm-hmm.
of old. So this is in reference to those men.
All right, that's not true. As we saw in my source, Josephus, it called these men angels, and the children that came from them is the same thing who the Greeks called their gods and their giants. That's what the source said from Josephus, who was actually there. That kills his sword. Actually, there in the time of the Hebrews, not this guy who's just looking back in history like us. My next question is we're going to read Jude chapter 1, verse 6, right? This is a judgment on false teachers and people who defile the flesh. This is Jude 1 6. And the angels, you follow me, LV, so we don't have to
I'm
waste time.
following.
And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, hath he reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. Even means what? The same, right? Even means the same. As Sodom and Gomorrah, these cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication. It just said the angels in Jude 1:6, they had left their first estate, and he compares it with the word even to Sodom and Gomorrah, and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example of sovereign and vengeance of eternal fire. ALB. The angels who kept not their first estate, the context of verses 1 and 6. When you get to 7, it can compares them using the word even. What was the even comparing Sodom and Gomorrah doing compared to the angels in Jude 1:6?
Sodom and Gomorrah is a reference to a plethora of different activities that happened. There is not no one specific activity that is being described here. It's describing in regards to Sodom and Gomorrah a multitude of different things. So I don't describe to anything unless it specifically is saying what is being referenced.
Okay, it actually is in verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication. The word even means the same. If I had $100 and we broke it even, we have the same amount. Even is at the beginning of verse 7, which ties back into verse 6. The angels did something that was even to Sodom and Gomorrah. What does verse 7 say that the Sodom and Gomorrah did that was even right there? What's that word that start with an F right there?
Giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh.
Right. Thank you, brother.
Okay,
Thank you. That's what the angels did. He just said it. Even as they strange over to strange flesh and fornication. The Bible is very clear. Next question. Hey, in the book of Judith, Sister E, if you want to pause my time and pull this up like we did the last time we had that lesson online to pull this verse, please. Remember how we did the KJV Apocrypha online? Please pause the time while we get this next verse. The verse is the book of Judith, chapter 16, verse 7. This is in my Bible. I have my Bible.
I'll have Book of Judith. That's Apocrypha, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Same way we did that online last time. Apocrypha online, KJV online with Apocrypha. Okay. We're going to read the book of Judith because the Bible just made it clear, perfectly clear. Oh, no, my time is stopped right now. Let me quit talking.
Yeah, quit talking. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. Book of Judah. Right. Which one is it? Book of Judith what?
Chapter 16, verse 7.
Okay. 16:7.
You said Judith?
Yeah.
16:7.
In the Bible. An actual source.
Right here?
And like they say at the Source Debate League, source up or shut up.
All right, I think I'm sharing it now. Do you have it?
All right, everybody can read it. Hopefully, I'll read it.
Come on, don't you get started, you sucking nigga, until I set this time on.
You supreme sucking nigga, man. It's all good.
All right,
let me go.
Get started now. Go.
All right, thank you. This is Judith 16:7. For the mighty one did not fall by the young men, neither did the sons of the Titans smite him, nor the high giant set upon him, but the daughter of Merari weakened him with the beauty of her countenance. Hey, what are Titans, LV? Why is it mentioned in our Bible?
Yeah, my Bible doesn't have the Titans in it, but what I can say, the Titans in the Greek is a mythological being, something that isn't real.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is this a Greek book we're reading, or is this an actual Hebrew Bible?
I don't know what you're reading. That's not in my Bible.
This is the 1611 KJV. The original one with all the 80 books in there, not like yours, the one that's missing some books. And I'll prove that in our next discussion how you actually need, and I'm going to force you to use the KJV to prove prophecy. So still the question remains, you can't describe what these Titans are without answering to the angels coming down and having sex. This is in our Bible, you all. The word Titans. Let's move over, Sister E, and he just flunked that question horribly. Let's move over. It ain't in my Bible. Whatever. It's in mine. Let's move over to Genesis 14.
You got 5 minutes. So
All righty. Let's move over to Genesis 14. I'm going to go to Genesis 14, verse 5. All right, we're going to read. And in the 14th year came, you there, LV, so we don't have to come back. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him and smote the Rephaims, Ashereth Karnaim, and the Zuzims and Ham, and the Emims and Shavuot Karithim. So my question is, hey, out of all the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, can you please tell me which of the sons of Noah do these people go back to? The Rephaims, the Karnaim, and the Zuzims, and the Emims. Can you tell me, book, chapter, verse, who do they go back to? Because they obviously are a progenitor of the sons of Ham. So Slaki, of the sons of Noah. So which of the sons do they go back to, LV?
Ham, you just said it.
No, they don't. Prove it. Book, chapter, verse.
Give me a
I
second.
said Salaki. You ain't hear me say Salaki. That means my bad. I misspoke. So they don't go back to Ham. Can you show me book, chapter, verse? I'll give you a hint. Go back to Genesis 10 and you can read it there. Those are the lineages of the world. Who do they go back to?
No, it feels like a red herring to me. It seems pretty irrelevant. I don't know where them individuals come from.
Can you prove it in the Bible? Yes or no?
No, sir.
So he just admitted.
So is that something that he can prove in the Bible, though?
That's his job. He should know if he could prove it or not. So the
I said
reason
no.
I heard you.
So quick question:
So
is it something
he can't.
I'm just asking you for me? Is this something provable that he can pull in the Bible?
He should be able to know whether he could or not. If I gave him the reference, hey LV, if you go read Genesis chapter 10, can you find it over there? That's the names of all the people created by Noah in the world. Can you find these names over there? Yes or no?
No, I don't know.
So he don't know. This is exactly why you shouldn't debate when you don't know. Come on here and make a fool of yourself. No, the answer is you would. Let me finish. No, you will not find these names in here. You won't. You know why? Because these are not human names. And if they aren't human names, LV, which leads to my next question, then who are their fathers if they didn't come from the fathers who survived the flood, Shem, Ham, and Japheth? LV, who did these men come from?
I prefer not to argue from a standpoint of ignorance. I don't know.
I don't think that's something he can
Mm-mm.
anybody can prove, though. But
No, it ain't about that, sister. Hold on, sister. You get in the way. You get in our debate, sister.
Hey, Sister E, come on, man.
okay, go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
That is, and she tried to help you. They tried to help you, and you still failed the test.
Ain't
All
nobody
right.
else pause your time, my nigga. Keep on. Let go.
Hold on.
I'm just
Let's go look at a few more times. Let's go to Genesis, because he couldn't answer that, and his teacher can't answer it either. So let's keep going, and let's go to Job chapter 1, verse 6, right? Now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. ALV, if these were humans right here, who are they? Which tribe of people are they from right here? Because Satan came before them, and where were they? Were they in heaven or on earth when this happened? Who are these sons of God? You got it.
Yeah, none of that has to do with anything. But however, can you rephrase it one more time just so I hear you clearly?
Pause my time,
and
please.
where are we at in the Bible again?
You got to keep up now.
You said Luke.
Got to keep up. No, not Luke. That's the New Testament. Job in the Old Testament.
Okay.
Before the New Testament, before the Apocrypha. All right. I got you, little brother. It's no big deal. Just hold the handlebars, and I'm gonna push you, and you start paddling. Okay. Don't slow down. You'll fall. Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan, who was the angel, also came among them. Who are the sons of God in this context, LV?
I don't believe it states.
Is you
No,
got
no,
one?
no.
You got one more
I'm
minute.
sorry.
You got one more
Who were the
minute.
sons of God? And this, you said you don't believe it was Satan. Satan is in the verse, but I
I
said
say
who are the
it don't
sons?
believe. I don't believe that the verse is stating who those sons are.
Are they humans? Yes or
I don't
no?
know.
All right. Another, I don't know, about the fourth or fifth one today, third or fourth one, something like that. Job 38:7. Let's read another verse. It says, let's read that, start at verse 1 in this last minute. Let me see. Matter of fact, verse 4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? So this is when he asking, declare if thou hast understanding. Who laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who had stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations fastened, or who had laid the cornerstone thereof? When the morning stars sang together. Now remember, this is at the foundations of the earth, when God is creating the earth, LV, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. When God was creating the earth, LV, which humans were around?
Where are we at again? Just my
Pause the
computer's
time, please. Good
bro.
God.
My computer is moving slow. Relax,
That ain't the
relax.
only thing that's slow.
Go ahead, man. Say it again, man.
All
I
right.
got a
Let me
lot of
repeat the
windows open.
question.
Go ahead.
That's a personal problem. All righty. Prepare for the debate. Uh, I didn't. Job 38:4. It says Job 38:4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? If thou can declare, if thou hast understanding. So this is when God is creating the earth. Who had laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who had stretched the line up? Can I finish this considering what just happened? Because I had this question in before the round was over and he
Okay.
had to ask me to
I'll
repeat it.
finish your question, and after you're
All right.
done, LV, come
All
on,
right.
LV. All right.
All right. Who had laid the measure thereof, if thou knowest, or who had stretched the line upon it? Where upon are the foundation thereof fastened, or who had laid the cornerstone thereof when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. The sons of God right there are here when the earth is being created. Now, LV, which group of humans was here while God was creating the earth?
The saints, the righteous, the ones that were with him from the beginning.
All right.
All them pauses so Don can text them.
All
Still
right.
ain't help.
All right. LV, are you ready, sir?
What round are we in?
We are in, you remember, going to do 2 rounds of cross exam. So you got another set of 5 questions you need to ask?
No, not really. Mm-mm.
Okay, so he rests. What about you? Do y'all want to just go straight into open crossfire?
No, this is open crossfire right here, ain't it? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's it. It seems like it.
do you
Damn.
got any questions, LV? You get to go first.
Oh no, nigga, I just gave y'all 5 questions apiece. That ain't no cross.
LV, if you ain't got no questions, I still got one for you, bro.
Go ahead.
All right. So in this last question, and we in that last question I asked you, you said the saints of God. I asked you which group of human. Now we know who the saints are according to the Bible. You do know who the saints are, right? Especially to the Old Testament, where the scriptures can't be broken. You know who the saints are, right? The saints are the children of Israel, right? Now I'm asking you which group of humans were there when God was fashioning the world. They were alive and singing. So I'm asking you which group of humans was there? Not just the saints. Give me the lineage, give me the name, give me the book, chapter, verse of the people who was here when God was creating the earth. The earth.
Red herring. Clearly, the scripture does not say it in the text. We would see it.
Let's read it again. Let's read it. Genesis 38:4. You there with me?
Let me go.
You just not getting over there? Lord
Yeah,
Almighty.
yeah. Yep, I'm here.
That would have made it easy if you would have been reading along with me.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I thought we were in
Job
Job.
38 and
Go ahead.
4. Hold on one second. Let me take care of something. Salaki. Job 38:4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? When is that right there, LV?
Don't know.
Okay,
What?
so
What you just
hold on.
said?
Time out. I'm finna go ahead and put this timer on. We doing crossfire now. So are we still
All
doing
right,
crash?
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's go ahead and do crossfire because we starting to go into. So I'm gonna give 15 minutes crossfire. LV, you start off, and then we go on from there. Here we go.
Well,
Uh huh.
let Iz finish the point he was making.
If it's
Okay.
on you, bro, I don't want anything unfair. I won't take so much as a shoestring, a shoe latchet from you.
Okay.
All right. Tell me when y'all ready for crossfire, and I'll start the
Let
time.
LV start his first question.
Let's go. Here we go. And 15 minutes. Y'all go back and forth. I ain't gonna stop. I'm not gonna pause y'all. Y'all have at it. Free for all. Just don't cut. Well, maybe not a lot of cussing, but no cussing, really. So here we go. 15 minutes. Go.
Is where are we seeing angel in Genesis 6, where the origin of this is our contention is starting? I'm not seeing that word angel being used. I'm seeing you go to these outside references to bring in angel in the text where it's not actually stating.
According to the Bible, according to the Bible, bro, contextually, that's what I'm asking this question for over here at what's the name, so we can get a clear understanding that the sons of God are angels in the Bible as well. Do you believe that, or you disagree with that?
I would have to be shown that.
Okay, let me show you back over here again in Job 38. Okay,
Okay, yeah, because I
that's why I've been harping on this verse. Let's go back to Job 38 and 4.
mhm.
Oh my gosh. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare, if thou hast understanding, who had laid the measures of the deep?
Is you breaking up? Hey, is you breaking up? Where are you? I paused for a minute because hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, I can hear it. Something happened to is.
Yeah, I think Iz fell off.
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Carissa, you showed your face on that screen. Nigga. You just waking up from a nap.
You want to go night night? Ready to go
Oh,
night night?
this is tense right here. These saints got my nerves frazzled. No, I'm just joking.
You seen
Ah,
my hair standing up on my head? Oh my God, my head is standing up. I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
my hair's standing up too, so don't worry about it. That's why I'm not showing my face right now. While we wait on ears, we can talk. I got the timer paused. Are y'all enjoying
Oh,
this so far?
I tell you
Yeah,
what,
I want him
this
to
is
just.
good.
It is good. I can say that. I want us to show me where these angels are referred to as sons. I mean, where he goes, from what I've seen, there's an assumption, but I don't see it explicitly being said that. So that's really what I'm looking for.
Okay, so once ears come back, we'll start the timer. And you can ask your question.
Did you say in the book of Job that those were humans? In Job chapter
I
2?
said that the verse does not state who they are.
Oh,
Y'all,
okay.
where's ears?
Yeah, when they talk about them coming to the presence of God and Satan, it's not saying, who, for Satan, it's not saying who necessarily that adversary is, even though we have a rough understanding of that. Same thing here. It's not explicitly saying who these individuals are. The only thing we do know is that they qualify for the sons by virtue of what I said before. They are following the instructions.
So LV
So,
say
so
that. Wait a minute, hold on. This is we'll let y'all chime in. Let's ears is back. So let ears come in, and it's between ears and LV. So go ahead and
All
ask.
right, there, Salaki. Yeah, my phone died right when I was talking, man. That's my fault. To the audience, my bad. To everybody else on the panel, my bad, man. I should have had this joint charging the whole time.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right.
coming the timer. So ask your question for clarification, LV. What you have for is.
It is show me where in the Bible where God ever refers to angels as sons.
No, as sons of God. Okay. Let's see it right here. He doesn't.
Okay, is again. We can't
Yeah,
hear you.
I had a phone call. It's like,
Okay.
uh, he ain't. It ain't just saying sons, right? He calls them the sons of God, bro. Now we're gonna see that right here. Genesis 38:4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? So we see the time frame. Declare if thou hast understanding, who had laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who had stretched the line upon it, whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who had laid the cornerstone thereof, when the morning stars sang
That's
together.
the book of Job. Job, right?
Yes, the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 4. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
reading.
said Genesis. I want to make sure it's the book of
Salaki, my
Job.
bad, everybody. I've been saying Job all night. Yeah, Job. Salaki, if I misled y'all, I meant to say Job. That's my fault. Verse 7. When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. So that's why I've been asking you, LV, who or which of the angels, I mean, which of the humans, and if it was humans back then, please show me who they were, right? When they were all here singing together, because that's what it's saying. They were shouting for joy. They sang together, right? So who are these sons of God who are alive at the foundations of the earth? How was they surviving? How was they surviving? This is when God is creating the earth. So who is this?
I don't. You saying alive and who was there? Like it sounds like you're twisting it to me, brother.
No. I'm saying, you see the word sons of God in verse 7?
Job 38:7, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
This is at the foundations of the world. When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. So who are these sons of God right here? Who's here when God is creating the earth?
It said, where thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Question mark. That's asking a question.
Huh?
And that's
Where,
not
right. Where were you? That's the question. That's the first one. But the focus
yeah.
is 7. I'm just bringing context into it. The
Yeah,
focus.
I get that, but is there an answer to this? Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?
Yeah. We humans were not created. Do you agree with that? That's the obvious answer.
Now, I don't want to introduce anything here into this
No,
text.
I mean, you answer. You pointed out the question mark. You can answer that. That ain't even my question.
Yeah, but you're trying to present this statement as something that it's not. This is asking a question, and you're coming with the assumption that you're saying that there has to be human beings and they're alive right there. But okay, is that what this is actually saying here in this text?
That's why it's a question.
How you're trying to present it?
Listen, God is asking a human being a question in verse 4. Are you familiar with this context?
I'm there right now.
Let's start at verse 1 so you can get an understanding.
Okay.
Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. Now, Job is a
Mhm.
human, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Who is this that darkening counsel by words without knowledge? He said, Job, you messing up. He said, who is this who's darkening counsel by words without knowledge? You don't know what you're talking about. Gird up thy loins now. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and the answer thou me. Verse 4. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. So that's another question. Where were you when God laid the foundations of the earth, LV? That's in the Bible. That's a good question out of the Bible. And the obvious answer is I wasn't nowhere to be found. Do you agree or disagree with that answer, LV?
Yeah, I agree that God is doing an interrogation to Job right now. So it's not like
Right.
these questions literally have to be answered. It's one to make him ponder that, hey, he was not there.
Oh, okay.
He all right, go ahead.
You just said it. Thank you. You just
One second. Yeah, I said Job. Give me one
Right.
second.
Job was not there. Okay. Now Job's father, Job goes back to Noah, right? Noah goes back to Adam. Let me ask you this. Was Adam there when God was creating the earth?
My fault. I said was God there? What?
Okay, I said Job goes back to Noah. Noah goes back to Adam. Was Adam there when God was creating the earth?
No, Adam was not there.
Okay. He just red letters, please. Exactly. No man was there, James. He was talking about the angels. No, they're answering you in the chat. They're trying to help you. Okay. So now that we see Adam went there, that means there was no man there. Correct, LV? That's where we at now. Very good. You're honest with the answer right now. In this portion, been very honest. Verse 6. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Verse 6, whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who had laid the cornerstone thereof? When all this, remember, you just said Adam went there, no humans was there. When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Now, you just said that Adam wasn't there. That means no humans went there. So, who are these sons of God right here, LV?
Once again, it is not stating who are the sons of God. This is an interrogation. God is asking him certain things, but you're using it as if it's all exclusively talking about the beginning of time, where God is just asking these questions to make a point to Job. So I really not seeing what you're getting at right here. The text is not stating who those individuals are. That's clear.
All righty. Now, obviously, we know that they are not humans, though. Correct? That's what you just said. Adam wasn't there, so when all Adam humans came from Adam, so the sons of God right here, it's impossible for them to be human. That's what you said, and I'm agreeing with you. Impossible for them to be human because they wasn't here yet. So again, LV, you can come up with anything you want to say. You can say it was flying donkeys. You can say talking donkeys. The Bible speaks of that. You can say it was Leviathan. You can say anybody. But I'm asking you, you can even say angels if you want. If it wasn't humans, then who was it that was singing for joy when they sang together? Who was it? I need you to use your brain to help me out, bro.
Okay, y'all asked if you can call her because she needs.
I'm doing it. I'm doing a debate, baby. You just take what you need and go out there. I'm
Hey,
okay.
LV, push mute. Push mute.
My fault is, listen, I'm gonna be having to leave soon to go pick up
I understand.
somebody
You
from
gotta
work
run.
and stuff. But
You gotta run. You
let's
gotta
keep it
run,
going.
man.
My fault.
You gotta run. You gotta run. You ain't gotta explain that, bro. I understand. Uh, so no humans was there, and all the sons of God. Now we just need to find out who these sons of God are. If there are no humans, man. So this is the same word that's being used over in Genesis 2, by the way. So whoever these sons of God, it's the exact same content, same Hebrew word, Hebrew understanding as those sons of God. So I'm gonna ask you again, LV, if no humans were there, then who? Somebody said it was Klingons. That's funny. If it was no humans there, LV, then who was it? Who was it, LV? Who who was these people? Who was these sons of God? There was no humans there. Remember that. I just need you to tell me. It could be angels. It could be the devil. It could be anybody you want it to be. But who was it? That's exactly what it is, Vinny. Go ahead, LV.
Yeah, I don't know who those individuals are talking about. The Bible isn't saying who those individuals
Okay.
are.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's go to Job 1, 2, and 1. Okay. We're gonna figure this out right here. Give me 1 second. We're gonna pull up some information that Job 2, 1 finna do it. Uh Woo. Let me get this verse in Tobit. It's over. Sister E, can you pull up Job 2:1 for me on the screen?
Yep. Job 2:1. Hold on.
All right. Can you get the Apocrypha for me on the other screen, on another window, and we're gonna pull up two verses at once.
Okay, I got the apocrypha up too. Which one you want?
Give me Tobit 12:15, and
Tobit.
Tobit 12:15, and with that other Bible, give me Job 2:1. Make it quick because LV got to run.
All right, I got both of them. So which one you want to go to first?
Let's read Job 2:1 first. Let's read that first. Job 2:1.
All right, we here.
All righty. It says, and there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. So these sons of God came to present themselves, correct, LV?
Yeah.
All right, Sister E, can you pull that other screen up, please?
All right, you said Tobit. I'm on there now. Tobit. What is it? 12:15.
Yeah, so the angels present themselves before God, right, LV? We just saw that, right? Or the sons of God, rather.
The sons. Yeah, the sons
The
of God.
sons of God. Let's read Tobit 12:15. He says, I am Raphael. You know who Raphael is, LV?
Yeah, an angel.
Right. One of the 7 holy angels which present the prayers of the saints and which go in and out before the Holy One. Who presents stuff to the to the Lord?
According to Tobit, something that I don't find authoritative. I don't see it in the Bible, but this says Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels,
Mm-hmm. And what does he do?
which presents the prayers of the saints.
Right. That's what that does right there. The 7 holy angels who present the prayers of the saints. That's hard to get around. Now we can see who's doing the presenting. The angels. See, the Bible always fixes itself. It don't matter if somebody finds something authoritative or not. It's in the Bible. I'm holding it, and I can force him in front of you all if you want to get forced to show him that he needs the Apocrypha to even complete his 66 book Bible. We can see that. Let's go to another verse on top of that real fast.
I'm not getting that. I mean, you brought this out to
No,
what point are you making with
no.
this?
I'm showing. Oh, you don't understand?
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't understand
Sister
what
E,
you
can
saying.
you click back over to Job 2:1, please?
Hey, LV, do you have anything you want to add?
No, not really. I'm really trying to finish it up because I really I should have been gone 10 minutes ago, but I'm just trying to see the whole thing through.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll read this one more time, and we'll try to see if you grasp it. If you don't, it's all good. For me, Job 2:1. There was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them to present himself before the Lord. So the angels are always presenting themselves, and they bring things with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
this says the Son of God.
No,
This doesn't say the angels.
it says sons of God.
Yeah,
Okay.
sons of God. It doesn't say the
Okay,
angels.
and Satan came among them. Okay, listen, and Satan came among them. What is Satan?
An
1 minute
angel.
left. One
Fallen
Okay,
minute left.
angel. Yeah.
Satan is
Adversary.
okay. Satan is an
Satan.
angel.
Satan is
That's
a,
what.
I refuse. I recant that. Satan is an adversary.
Okay, well, you can recant, but I heard it. My ears work, and the replay's ears work.
I can
Recant what you
stand down
want.
from that point. I stand down on that comment to say that Satan, Satan, is an adversary. So it's not explicitly saying who this adversary is here either.
Okay, so like he said, Satan is an angel, and I agree with him. Let it be established. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints and which go in and out and before the glory of the Holy One. Right? So again, you see the angels do the presenting, and over here in Genesis, Job Salaki, he just said that Satan was an angel. Then he said, I said that
Yeah, I
I want to
misspoke. I
scratch that from the
misspoke,
record.
and I made
I
myself clear that
okay.
Satan is an adversary. Is not speaking
Uh-huh.
towards if this is an angel.
That's the second time you said he was an angel tonight. That's two times versus the one. I agree with him. Satan is an angel. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that. The brother got to run. He got to run. I understand.
All right, family. I think this was a good discussion. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. I am opening the floor now for anyone that has any questions. I got Zadok up here. I got Perizzo. I got Yirmiyah.
Yo, I just
I'm
want to
So,
about
say
to
something
jump
real
back
quick.
in through the phone real quick because I gotta go, but I'm gonna be listening.
All right,
all right.
family.
Thank you, LV. All
All
right,
right.
the floor is open. So, let's
Yeah, I want to
open.
say this. Can I say something, Sister E?
Yeah, you can say something. Everybody can say something. The floor is open now.
All right. First and foremost, man, I want to commend these brothers. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I got on Clubhouse, right? And before Clubhouse, a lot of people had a problem with the source. My debate league, right, along with others. It's not only mine, right? I don't want nobody getting emotional, right? Um, the source debate league. A lot of people had a problem with it because we demanded sources, right? We demanded a certain type of curriculum, right? When you come on our platform, you debate in our league. So a lot of people don't want that. They want to have rhetoric matches. So Clubhouse has been, it has not only hurt our league, but all of the debate leagues, the Sinettas, the Solomons, the debate talks. Clubhouse have hurt that. Why? Because you're able to go into Clubhouse and have what everybody wants to have. Rhetoric matches. They just want to talk, 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 talk. Well, not in debates. That don't work. So I just want to take the opportunity to commend these brothers for getting in the ring. All right? Because that's much different than rhetoric matches. So I want to commend the brothers for that. But I want to make an announcement, man. Preceptikans on Clubhouse. We're about to be celebrating the first victory of our brother is, right? We're about to open up the room on Clubhouse, man. For everybody that's on Clubhouse, y'all come in and rock with us, man. Let us know what y'all thought about the debate. Preceptikans in the building. We out.
All right, let me go ahead and get these votes in. So let's go ahead and vote it up, folks. 1 for is and two for put everybody put is in if is one, and if LV one put LV in the chat, and I'm gonna do a count real quick. So is or LV. Let me go ahead and do the count. All right, keep the votes coming. No, don't put one, just put is for him and LV for. Okay, LV got one. Is got so far one. Oh, that's is, not LV. That's is. LV. Is. All right. It seems like this is unanimous. It is officially. I'm gonna wait for more votes to come in.
You say what, Sister E?
It looks like is. It's been decided. So is right. Type is LV. All right. So as the votes come in, it seems as if, let me see. Let me see. All
How
right.
many people you got in this chat?
It's 144 people. I'm still looking at it.
Yeah, don't call nothing too early.
Some people may not. So I'm gonna give everybody one more minute to cast their vote. I'm gonna go ahead and
Look at Don. Don't stop it too early. Please. Don't let them defeat my masters.
Right, because if people start voting for LV, you're gonna lose, right?
okay, 1 minute. I'm giving everybody 1 minute to do their vote. Hold on, guys. Oh, God. 1 minute. 1 minute has started. Y'all go ahead and put your votes in. Okay, Vinny for LV.
LV pitcher go. Done beat the pitch off that man.
I think LV did a great job. I think y'all both did all right. Pretty good job. But I think he definitely had to handle his business.
These ninjas in here giving me smiley faces. I need votes. All
There you
right,
go.
time up. So, all right. Congratulations, sir. You have officially won the debate. Anything you want to say?
No, all praises to the Most High. First thing first. All praises to the Most High, man. As always, I thank the Lord for giving me the opportunity to do this. Man, all praise to the Most High again for my family, man, who endured with me, always got my head in the book or engaged in a Bible discussion. And they appreciate that because I get to bring the information back to them, but it also is very time consuming. So all praise to the Most High, to my family, man, especially my wonderful wife. Appreciate you, Sister E, for letting us have this on your platform. Uh, kind. We appreciate LV for offering himself up as a sacrifice and experimentation tool. Appreciate Don for sending them off because Don can get this work too. Outside of that, LV, if you want to build anytime seriously, you got my number. I'll take a call from Syracuse, New York anytime, and we can build on this privately and get your understanding up so that, somebody else don't challenge you and come with the same information and then you catch swords that you can avoid, bro. So correction is a good thing. Wise man take it and get wiser. Other than that, man, I appreciate the bill. Appreciate the Night of Light and LV. Other than that, catch y'all around on Clubhouse. And last thing I gotta say, Precept.
My fault. I hear you, Is. My bad, man. I'm like I said, I had to pick somebody up from work, but I can hear you, bro. I appreciate the opportunity. You won fair and square, as the audience said, and I echo the same sentiment to Sister E. I appreciate you for letting me use the platform.
All right. Well, thank you, brothers. The floor is open. If y'all want to leave,
I got to bust. I'm gonna go on bust a move, man, and get over the Clubhouse with the homies, man. That's a lot of information I ain't get to bring out, man. I told you. Man, I do want to give a big shout out to all, man. I can't believe I did that. Supreme Sucker nigga. Shout out to all the Preceptikans, man. I love y'all, man. I know y'all catch extra flack because, the homies, we be running around doing damage and doing the most. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make it possible. I really love y'all, man. All the studies. We appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? To my elder Lahab, to the homie Yermiyah, Religious, Haniyah, Karaf, the sisters, man. We appreciate y'all, Tyrell, Nia, man, and everybody else who coming on board. We appreciate y'all, Preceptikans in the building. Remember, we just trying to get to the truth. We love each other, man. Other than that, oh yeah, shout out to my homie brother Roger too, man. He a cool guy, man. Always down for us too. So appreciate that. And shoot, looking for some more action. Again, I don't debate. I just like to have a good discussion. All right, y'all. Much love, sister, again. Shout out to everybody out there. Peace, keep Israel in your prayers. We're going through troublous times, harder times on the way. Let's pray for each other, families, and each other, strengthen each other in the word. Gather yourself together, O people not desire. All right, Sister Yah, much love. I'll come over on Clubhouse.
All right, thank y'all. Anybody got anything they want to add? Anything y'all want to say before I close up? I'll open the floor. Let me see. Let me add the link in here. I know my sister and brothers be like, all right, sister, you keep dropping that link. Okay, I'm dropping the link. Anybody got anything they want to add? Any talking points? Any thoughts about the debate? The link is in the chat.
Yeah, I like to say something.
Yes.
That was a pretty elementary debate. They didn't go overly deep. LV didn't go overly deep. He just kept it with the few scriptures that he was pointing to. And I like his tactic, even though I don't fully agree with his conclusion. He implied some things, it seems, into the text that aren't written there, like when they were reading that Job, and he said, okay, so you connect Adam. He said, I believe he said something along the lines of, that's where he had lost me because I liked his technique. But he said, you connect Job to such and such, whoever that was. I forget the name. And then he said, you connect that person to Adam. I don't think that you should do that with the text of Job, because God wasn't saying, in my opinion, of course, where was human beings at when I did this? That's not what was said. He said, Job, where y'all talking like y'all know me and y'all know everything I've done. Where were you at when I did this and did that? That wasn't an implication of mankind, in my opinion, but he created a leading question in a sense with the way he implied that somehow, okay, so Job do connect to Noah, and then Noah connect to Adam, right? So that means no human beings were around. That was a good tactic, and LV didn't necessarily shoot it down and said, no, you're putting something into the text that's not there. He's asking Job, were you there? What do you have answers for the questions I'm asking you? And so other than that, I really like is technique tonight to defend his point, and LV at the same time.
I agree with you, Zadok. I probably should have expanded into it just a little bit more, but that's what I was saying. I was saying it was actually an interrogation. God is asking this question, not as if he doesn't know, but to make a point to Job. But I should have just, I didn't frame it correctly. You brought it out in a good way. I believe I saw that as well.
Yeah, but it was good. I think you did a good job in defending your point, and I just like his tactic. And of course, the apocryphal books. I know that there are many brethren in the community who look at them as scripture, so they're going to push like, "Hey, this is what the scripture said." But we know them. They were referred to as the Safarim Hizonim, which mean they were the extraneous books. They weren't necessarily a part of the 22, at least at the Hebrews scene, as their canon of the moment. They were never a part of regular canon, but they were a part of education, to be fair. So there are people who will look at them as authoritative as anything that we might have. Some people will appeal to the Tewahedo text in the Ethiopic church that has like 83 books, and they include the apocryphal books in their collection as canon. So that's where you just have to kind of accept that, these things are being said. And the last thing that was a good technique. He went to that text in Judith 12, I believe, about Raphael with it being one of the 7 spirits. It's interesting because is that meaning that, so are you saying that in Job 1, the 7 spirits of God came to stand before him and Satan came among them? So now how can you prove that was just referencing Raphael and 6 others and not an innumerable company of holy angels of heaven who serve Yah? So I understood what he was doing. I like his technique, even though, but just for the record, so y'all know, I don't believe, I just need to let it be known. I don't believe angels slept with women. So I'm just letting it be known, but it wasn't my debate. So I'm just giving my opinion on the debate, even though I didn't agree with all of Iz's conclusions. I thought his technique was really good.
Right, so this is Hanaya Kadesh with the Preceptikans. All praise to the Most High in Jesus' name. Shout out to both the brothers who got on the platform and was able to bring out the information to the best of their abilities according to their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Um,
I kind of understood why Is was going to the Judith with Raphael, the holy angels, because what he was trying to show was that angels present themselves to the Most High. You know, that was the connection I believe he was making with Job too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it was a great debate. However, I just wanted to say this to LV. You know what I'm saying? He a real cool brother. Um, I don't think answering the question that was asked in regards to Job 38, I don't think that really would have necessarily hurted your position. Because if we know now, the Most High was asking Job, was he there? However, when we go to Genesis 1, mankind wasn't created until day 6. So through a process of elimination, it only leaves, uh, another group of beings that would have been present at the foundations of the world. And we kind of see that in Psalm 104, I believe, verse 4 and 5, I'm not mistaken. But, you know, uh, I don't think it would have hurt your position by saying, those sons of God there would be referring to angels. Um, then you would have had to, come with a stronger defense uh, throughout the rest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that be on Clubhouse. Uh, Don, Zadok, you know what I'm saying? Zadok always bringing some solid knowledge. Thank you, Sister E, for allowing the Preceptikans and the other brothers to be able to use your platform to be able to bring out their information according to their knowledge. So, all praises to the Most High, man. Preceptikans, shout out. All glory and honor to the Father in Jesus' name.
No problem.
You
No
know,
problem.
I wanted to bring out some information just in regards to the Nephilim. I can't do it just this moment, but it actually goes into, stating that this idea of them being of the result of the unholy union of these giants from a mythological standpoint is inaccurate, and it goes into where we actually see this coming into effect and their ideology and the different factions that didn't accept this actual idea. A lot of tabs are open in my computer, but next time I'm gonna strive to do better, and just get my stuff together, because I feel as if I could have argued better today as well. But nonetheless, I just appreciate the opportunity, and I got to be on mute. I really got to get going for real, for real.
All right. Anybody
All
else
right,
got it?
y'all. Peace and love. I holler at y'all. Y'all be peaceful.
All right. You have a good one. All right. Anything else y'all want to add before I close up? Rizzo, Ramon.
Yeah, I'm open to hearing. I'm open to hearing any critique as well. That like anybody from YouTube want to come to the stage, give a critique. I'm open to it all.
Yeah. I think it was a dope debate too. I do agree with the bro that Iz just came with a sharper angle. You know what I'm saying? He stuck to his angle, stuck to his guns. You know what I'm saying? And his method of approach, I think, was just better. In this debate. So man, but good job, man, on both sides.
All right. Anybody else before I close up? All right. I want to thank the brothers. LV, great job. Great job. Everything went good. I'm thankful that you guys were respectful and it was very good and enjoyable. If anyone in here that has not subscribed to my channel, Sister E, please do. Don't know when I'm gonna have my next one. I think I probably will have one soon, but ultimately just be ready for whatever comes. If it be debates, if it be discussions, if it just be world event discussions. Y'all know how we do it over here. So just thank y'all for supporting and joining us today on this great debate. And I've enjoyed it as well. Again, thanks. Do y'all have anything y'all want to pub up here, your channels, anything? I give you a chance. Son of Smoke, Rizzo, Ramon, LV, y'all got any channels or anything y'all want to talk about or present?
No, but I definitely um uh still be heard.
I can hear you,
I
Perizzo.
think I lost signal here. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, before we close, I want to say this for the record. I think this is my brother LV's first debate, and I think this is Israel's first actual, formal debate. They did pretty good. I mean, it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. I did expect a lot of the moves that were made, so I expected that. But these brothers, I hope everybody gives them a round of applause for having the courage to even stand up and do this. This takes work, doesn't it? This takes work. This is not easy being under the spotlight when it comes to debating. Um, I think both of them brothers did a pretty decent job for their first time debate. So I think they're both winners in my book. For several reasons. For several reasons. This is not something they normally do, but they actually had the courage to stand up and say, you know what, we'll debate this formally, and may the better argument wins. And that's what they did. So they both get W's in my book. I certainly have been looking forward to that. This wasn't about a win lose. This was about just standing up for what you believe in front of our audience. There's no losers here. Not to Pro Rizzo. There's no
Yep.
losers.
Yep. It
The
worked out.
loser is the one who cannot stand up for what they believe, whether you're right or wrong. Stand up for it. And that's what this was about. Now, scholastically, I will have to say that LV brought a lot more academia to the table. I will tell you that. Whole lot more academia. Although, yes, it was not too high where nobody couldn't understand it. But nevertheless, this is their first debate. So later on in the future, they will grow from this experience, and they both will learn from it. I'm looking forward to that. Um, Other than that, hey, it was a good show. I appreciate y'all coming out. And as I always say to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to these, well, it's because there's no light in them. Pro Rizzo won. Good to see all my brothers on stage and my people in the audience. Was good. Shalom. I'm off the
Shalom.
mic. And
All right.
Sister E,
What's up?
don't oversear my steak. I like my wine stirred slowly. Okay? Not this 15 miles an hour shaking. You think this ain't soda pop.
Ignore him,
And
y'all.
I'm off the mic.
Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for Perizzo. All right, all. I think we've enjoyed ourselves. I am getting ready to close. I may go by and check out what's going on in the Precepticon room. And I'm out. Thank y'all. Hey, Son of Smoke, you good? You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I'll just say that I think it would be good if them brothers were able to do a follow up. Maybe, I mean, if they come on your platform, that'd be good. I would love to hear them get more extensive, because I didn't hear about, like in the ancient times, and I mean, see, if I was debating, it would have been a little different. I got about 9 ancient Israelite sources that don't translate Genesis 6 as sons of God. They don't even use that phrase. And of course we could use some popular ancient Israelite today we would call them theologians. I got one in particular who actually had an opinion on the sons of God being angels that wasn't brought up today. And I would have loved to hear that, please. No, I won't. I see what EB and Knight said. Hey, salute respectively. In case I need to debate one of these cats, nah, I ain't gonna give up my sources. I'm gonna drop all kind of egregiousness. If I have to debate, so I wouldn't do that. But I'm just letting it be known. And for anybody who know me, I don't really gaslight or cap. All you got to do is check my history files. So, hey, yes,
Oh,
Sister E, I think I would love to hear them guys come back and use some more scholarly sources, because if they would have went into the history of the Israelites, it would have been a little easier to show that while it's definitely provable that many Israelites believe angels slept with women, there were those who didn't. That's all.
Uh-oh, it sounds like son, the smoke out here. Young Chimney getting ready to
I mean,
dust his sword off.
it's light work. Anyone who does deep scholarly research know that that's true. That ain't. I ain't even think I was saying nothing too deep. I was just saying what I didn't see them two do tonight. That's all. They didn't go really deep into the
Yeah.
history. That's all. I wouldn't like,
I love it. You know you my brother.
Hey, whoever EB and Knight is, why you the only person asking me to name one? I'm telling you, if I need to debate this, why would I put that? Why would I name one? Why wouldn't I just name seven in a debate with anybody who would be contrary to my belief that angels didn't sleep with women? I said enough there. I don't believe angels slept with women. So now, if I ever had a debate with any people who had an issue with that, that's when you all would hear that information.
Right. Looks like we might be having some soon. I'm just putting it out there.
Because I
Uh
can say it. He said, "Why say it?" Because I said it. Now, hey, EB and Knight, you probably someone who like to research. Why don't you do some research and find out if I'm capping? See, it would be easier to do that instead of me naming one. Go find the nine, or go find five. That would be easy, wouldn't it? See, we in the information age. People Google stuff all the time. But yeah, Sister E, that's all I wanted to say.
I know you did. I have enjoyed this. I really
Yeah, this is
did.
good.
I was just hoping I was trying to be fair, make sure everybody got a chance to get their point out. So all right, we get ready to close up. Saints, thank y'all for supporting. And y'all will see me. I don't know if y'all gonna see me tomorrow because y'all done saw me all yesterday and all today. So all right, Saints. Much love. Y'all get some rest and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All righty. Good night.